to the Haute Couture range, which came about in the second half of the 19th century when British couturier Charles Frederick Worth turned the fashion system upside down and stopped designing according to the client's wishes. Worth was the first to design his own collection, and he made only one or two few customized versions of each design. More and more courtiers followed his example, which led to the establishment of the Chambre syndicale de la couture parisienne in 1868. To this day, this association of Parisian courtiers still dictates the rules of haute couture. All couture items must be handmade in the designer's atelier or workshop, where at least 15 people work full-time. These items must be produced of the finest and most luxurious materials using the most refined techniques. The collections must be shown on a catwalk twice a year using at least 50 different original designs of daytime and evening wear. Most of these creations demand hundreds, if not thousands of hours of handwork. Each item is pure craftsmanship, which also explains its price tag. Haute couture is high-end fashion designed by designers who work for an exclusive market. It's a feast that focuses on luxury, craftsmanship, volume, extravagance, beauty, and splendor. Every haute couture piece is made to measure for a single client. The client comes to the Parisian atelier for measurements and fittings. This points to the fact that every haute couture piece is tailored to the individual client, both in style and size. Haute couture fashion is deemed of the highest quality and fetches the highest price. Whilst this may reign true the majority of the time, there are actually specific standards that a piece must reach to be deemed couture. They are described as walking pieces of art. Haute couture pieces are designed to be worn by a few clients, if not only one. Regardless of how exclusive a piece is, it is not haute couture until the Chambre syndicale de la haute couture crowns it so. Upon the Chambre's approval, a fashion house is considered haute couture by French law. This is no easy feat, as there are strict criteria that a fashion house must meet to even be considered. Firstly, a fashion house must have a workshop in Paris that employs at least 15 full-time staff members. The fashion house must design made-to-order pieces for clients with at least one fitting. These standards ensure that haute couture labels deliver impeccably tailored pieces that will be an exact, perfect piece for the client. Understandably, there are only 15 haute couture studios in Paris today, including Chanel and Dior. Haute couture pieces are handmade, made to measure, and require much skill and time. As such, this level of quality means high prices and high-end customers. In other words, customers of haute couture pieces are generally in the top percentile of wealth, as it is the highest one who can pay within the fashion industry. The houses create a collection every summer and winter season. These collections often set the stage for future fashion trends within the pret-a-porter collections, as these collections often take inspiration from high fashion. Indian haute couture, but not in the strictest Parisian sense, has had its cool cotton lines for several seasons. The mass brands for male apparel having been no less inspired. They have emerged as flagship brands for their respective retail companies, having entered the men's apparel market and cashing on one's cotton imagery for market penetration and brand recognition. Some restrict themselves to mid-segment mass retail, and others who use the word cotton follow different business formats by restricting themselves geographically, though catering to the same profile. Since haute couture's inception, only about 100 fashion houses worldwide can claim to be haute couturers. Only one Indian designer is a member of this body who can legitimately call himself an haute couture. So, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the haute couture range from ASEAN and India, but you will see that the loom to the textiles that we are seen in the garments this afternoon are taken from ASEAN and India and then put to the Parisian workshop. Ladies and gentlemen, the haute couture range from ASEAN and India.